Okay. Welcome to What's Niggling Me. I've been busy this past week. I don't see my joint. Here it is. Okay. I'm pretty fucking tired. I've been pretty busy, but the Canadian election's coming up. And so there's rallies. There's going to be debates, which are a waste because we live in a two-party system. Jagmeet Singh is a waste of space. Nobody trusts him. He's no Jack Layton. He ruined the NDP party, Jagmeet Singh. But I was talking to my mom, and as much as I dislike Mark Carney because I don't trust him, and I'm about 3/4 of the way through his book Values, A Better Life for All. It will not be a better life for Canadians with Mark Carney, but a protester, or that's what they fucking called him, a person at his rally said something like, "What about the genocide in Gaza?" And Mark Carney said something like, "That's why there's an embargo." Then that day, Bibi Netanyahu, this fucking loser, puts out a statement and says that he should retract that statement. The next day, Mark Carney. So then I talked to my mom. What do you know? I'm talking to my mom, and I'm like, yeah, I don't agree with him at all, but that stance, saying that, hey, there's an arms embargo, and not just saying, whoa, we stand with Israel no matter what, like every other fucking politician. I was like, I could applaud that thing. And then the next day, he said, he retracted, he backtracked on his statement, because I was saying, oh, you are gonna lose that Bronfman money if you're not hardcore, I pledge allegiance to Israel. And so he backtracked. Another bought and paid politician by Israel. Now, another one, I said to my mom, just like Robert Kennedy Jr., I have to thank him for standing up and being a voice, because they fucking lied to us about this experimental fucking shot. And they lied to me, but I don't fucking believe them. But a good 70% of the world, maybe 80% of the world, bought the lie that Anthony Fauci spread, WHO, all of our governments, all of the mainstream media sold this lie that this experimental shot was going to be safe and effective and stop the spread. I'm pretty sure Rachel Maddow was probably getting paid $20 million a year, at least, while saying that the COVID vaccine was going to stop the spread in its tracks. Unfortunately for them, They never tested in the trials if it prevented transmission. That's not one of the tests they did during the trials. If it prevented transmission. Just like they never did any tests if social distancing worked. It's proven the masks they were having us wear, cloth masks are a joke, but even those blue ones, they don't stop COVID, they stop dust. That's the size of COVID particles, or the virus, and dust particles are totally different sizes. So working real hard to make masks real fast was pointless. But Robert Kennedy Jr., in my opinion, is clearly blackmailed. If you're friends with Robert or Rabbi Shmuley, that gremlin, that nasty human, I don't know if there's something suspicious up then, because no person with a moral conscience would be friends with a disgusting person like Rabbi Shmuley. Now, Carney hasn't went on the podium and said that he's a Zionist like Trudeau did. Which was fucking insane. But he should have said, we don't stand with Israel, the country that slaughters Palestinians. The colonizers, the Zionists, the Jewish Europeans that took over the Palestinians' land, they just showed up and took over the land slowly. I forget which Rothschild had I forget what the word was he used. I don't want to use the wrong word. But there was a Rothschild settlement, maybe? There was a Rothschild who had a settlement in the 1800s in Palestine. And he was pissed. He told Theodore Herzl, you're gonna fuck shit up for my settlements. Guess what happened? He fucked shit up. Then they got that, then World War I happened. They fucked the Ottoman Empire up and divvied up the Middle East, divvied up all that land, left them with Turkey, divvied up that land, creating fucking lines between tribes and a disaster. Sign the Balfour Agreement and give these fucking Jewish Europeans land that doesn't belong to them. Just because it fucking says in your book that you're God's chosen people and you deserve this fucking land, yeah, fucking right. What a joke. From a book written fucking thousands of years ago. Most of those people didn't even speak Hebrew. How many are actually Semitic? So I mentioned Brock Pierce recently, and I looked a bit more about Brock Pierce to see what he's up to, because that Open Secret documentary that I watched was 2014. It's been over 10 years since I seen that Brock Pierce had his company. Brock Pierce and Mark Collins Rector and the Shackley guy. Bryan Singer was in there. He wasn't one of the founders of Den. But that's where Bryan Singer got some of his many allegations. Where Bryan Singer got removed from films and shows because so many allegations. Watch Open Secret. I can still remember, like, I haven't watched it again. I probably have it on a hard drive. I can still remember, like, the backyard in this movie, because they were partying in mansions. Like, at this mansion with a pool, I can remember. And it was the backyard of it, I can remember. But, like Mike Jeffries, these guys liked teenage boys. They'd get them all fucked up and do shit to them. But Brock Pierce has been up to a lot since then. It's really crazy that this guy doesn't follow very many people, but he follows the Freemasons. Brock Pierce has had quite an adventurous life. Oh, that Mark Collins Rector guy, I'm pretty sure. No, you know, Mark Collins Rector, I'm pretty sure, lives in some other country. Because when they got accused of doing what they did to those teenagers, they fled to Spain and then eventually got caught by Interpol and extradited back. All these guys went on the run. But Bryan Singer, he ended up in Israel, you know, obviously. It's a safe space for them. Israel and the Vatican. They take in pedophiles. So Brock Pierce. I got quite a bit of stuff here about him. He's a fascinating human. Holy fuck. Years ago. Fuck, where is it? Years ago, he took a meeting with Epstein. Not even a meeting. He went to like some conference with a bunch of like this guy. Fuck, I wish I could figure out what year it is. Like 2011 or something. 2011 or 12. Which is incredible what I'm about to tell you. Like that's why I'm really trying to figure out the year. 2011. He was invited to Epstein's 2011 conference. In 2011, and he was the crypto guy. Brock Pierce was the crypto guy in 2011. I'm like, holy fuck. He's been involved in tons of crypto. What's really interesting, I suppose this is a separating the art from the artist. Brock Pierce, I don't know how, but he in his life has been on to things early. Either he's really smart or someone's giving him I don't know. I don't know how. This guy was in the Mighty Ducks, okay? I loved that movie when I was a kid. He was in the Mighty Ducks as an actor. And then Brock Pierce is a crypto billionaire. So, in a possibly, he paid in it. He settled. I don't think you should be settling if you're innocent. That's my opinion, I guess. Maybe if a lawyer would say otherwise. I don't know. His lawyers advise him to settle. But 2011 Epstein conference for Bitcoin, for crypto. He has many crypto ventures. MMORPGs. He is the one who invented freemium gaming, where you'd be playing a game and you could use money for in-game items. Brock Pierce. Can't believe he came up with that idea. Maybe he didn't come up with the idea. He's the one who first implemented it. And they're doing crypto tokens. And you can still today, lots of years later, that's how a lot of the games work. Fortnite and all that shit does that. You can buy skins and shit. So that's why all these kids fucking run up mad bills on their parents' credit cards. And they want their birthday presents or skins. They're like in-game skins. Don't do anything for their character except they fit in. Trendy shit to fit in. But there's other games you can like a Candy Crush or some shit back in the day. How you run out of lives for the day. But you can pay $1.99 and get fucking 5 more lives. This guy invented that type of shit. That's what it seems like. Brock Pierce. Involved with a lot of people involved in underage people. He's pretty impressive though. I don't know how he's got the resume he does. People are always investing in him. He's always able to get funds together for projects. But people don't like the allegations. Like the companies that he gets involved with, people don't like it. February 2018, Pierce was listed 9th on Forbes' first list of cryptocurrency's richest, with a net worth of an estimated $1 billion. That's 2018. Crypto was worth nothing compared to what it is now. It's worth a lot more. In this article it says, Pierce carried a satchel filled with small containers of various plant medicines such as the Peruvian psychedelic San Pedro and the Amazonian tobacco rapé, which he often snorts mid-meeting. Pierce was operating from Puerto Rico and pledging that he would use his wealth to rebuild the island. Yeah, I bet. But then John Oliver, and I don't care for that guy at all. In 2018, a month after that, he fucked Brock Pierce's career up by saying you should go look what Brock Pierce's or you should like Google Brock Pierce allegations. And then it was over for him. Quite a takedown of Brock Pierce it was. John Oliver did that. He got involved with Steve Bannon. But Steve Bannon was advised not to work with him, obviously. You know what I mean? Because Bannon was involved with Trump's campaign and shit. But pretty interesting, this guy. He ran for president. Brock Pierce ran for president. Nothing like having allegations against a minor, fleeing the country, coming back, paying a settlement, years later, run for president. I guess Trump, Biden has allegations against him. Bill Clinton. Alright, this motherfucker. And just so much gaming. Crypto and gaming this guy's invests in and shit. Okay. He tried to buy Mt. Gox, which is pretty interesting. That would have been interesting if it would have went through. Who the fuck's this guy's political aspirations? Entrepreneur Brock Pierce. Alright. Carla Ballard, I wonder who that was. His running mate. New York Independence, nominated by the New York Independence Party. Tim Draper endorsed him. And Tim Draper invests in... Oh, I don't like this. Tim Draper. How about this guy? Tim Draper received wide coverage for his purchase at a U.S. Marshal Service auction of seized bitcoins from the Silk Road website. Draper is a proponent of Bitcoin and decentralization. Draper was one of the first investors in Theranos. Oh, if you know about Theranos, that was a fraud fucking scheme. Tim Draper. Interesting human. His most prominent investments. I see Hotmail, Skype, Tesla, SpaceX. There's lots of other things there. DocuSign, Coinbase, Robinhood, Ancestry.com, Twitch. I don't know what these other things are. I'm curious what this is. Angel list for startups, eh? I found this was funny when I saw this earlier. So Tim Draper backed him, and then he was also backed by
Akon, who keeps saying he wants to make Africa awesome. Been saying it for a long time. Go to Burkina Faso. Upgrade a train. I don't think he ran this time, even though it says he was going to ran. Pierce has said that he would institute a universal basic income, which could be enabled by digital currencies. I'm not a fan of it. We're going to need it because AI is going to take everyone's job. Probably 90% of the workforce, their jobs are going to be gone. So it'll be needed. He also supports a single-payer healthcare system and the legalization of marijuana. Stating the war on drugs failed, he advocates ending federal enforcement and to pardon and expunge all nonviolent cannabis crimes. Well, I can get with the cannabis crimes, so he advocates ending federal enforcement. Oh, like no more federally enforcing cannabis is illegal? I hope that's what that means. Pierce has criticized the two-party system. Yeah. Stated that he intends to start a major third party. Well, RFK Jr. tried. And the media won't allow it. October 13th, 2020, Pierce became the first presidential candidate in U.S. history to receive a vote through an app on a personal mobile phone using blockchain technology. Well, I'm curious about that company. I'm very interested in that type of technology. Voting through blockchain technology, and there is a ledger of everyone's vote. There's no cheating in elections anymore. That's how everything is going to have to be done. It's going to have to be done on chain. It's going to have to be, there's going to have to be ledgers. That's the only way we're ever going to have trust in our governments, is instill, I'm sure the, I don't know. That's too much thinking of how they'll go around it. Cash will be for the black market. Cash is going to be for the black market. And to keep track of everything, all the money, besides the legal cash, which will be what Bitcoin was stated to be free of the system. But we're going to have a central currency. And Carney likes stablecoins like Tether that Brock Pierce created. Not part of them anymore. Probably because of the allegations. He's one of those Puerto Rican crypto guys, like he's in Puerto Rico, but pretty interesting. I really wish I would have did an episode when this happened, because I said it to my brother. I don't think we brought it up in the podcast we did in the last week, but, and maybe we did, that Carmelo Anthony. I'll look, because I probably took a screenshot of it. I don't know what the name of the other guy is. It's pretty fucked that the other guy got killed. Like, what I've read about it, that his brother, he died in his brother's arms. Pretty fucked up. Fuck, I need chapstick. I haven't done an episode. This is maybe the longest besides when I went to see my parents for Christmas. And I got a lot of screenshots. I don't know where to start. Fuck, man. Goat. Can't wait to see Goat at the next Olympics. He keeps running faster and faster. Damn, I don't got a picture from that Carmelo Anthony thing there. Fuck, I'm tired and I have to keep focusing on this shit. Well, I see this one. Kieran Lacey that killed himself the other day. Football player who was going in the draft, and he was awaiting like trial, I'm pretty sure, for killing a person in a car crash. And the online shit in the media, the guy couldn't take it anymore and he fucking killed himself. And that's my fucking thing, like with like paparazzi. Sure, there's Princess Diana, which, like, honestly, it's fucking, I don't know. The paparazzi thing, I don't like the paparazzi thing. I think if that's the way you make money, by ambushing people and trying to get them at their worst, writing slanderous shit, I don't know. The people that are trying to like live a regular life, I guess they're not trying to live a regular life. But I see like Justin Bieber, that's my biggest example, is I don't care for this guy's music, right? I grew up, that music isn't for me. But for at least, 2 years now, we know he's probably a victim of Diddy. Like, we probably know, right? We know he's a victim of Diddy when he was a kid. So, like, bombarding him, and now, like, the world knows, like, you know what I mean? So he already felt shame, and probably he always couldn't get that out of his head, the fucked up shit that happened when he was a kid. And now the media won't leave him the fuck alone for 2 fucking years, and they're constantly scrutinizing him, and it's like, that's gross. You want him to fucking kill himself? Well, the people that fucking bother Justin Bieber, while he's clearly fucked up from being a victim as a kid, what are you gonna think when the guy fucking kills himself? Maybe I should have gave him a little space. Like, it's super fucked up. For money, like, you know what I mean? Or clicks or views, or I got the picture of him looking like shit. Fucking weird. Real weird. don't get the Carmelo Anthony thing. Brock Pierce's buddy, though, that he lived with, Mark Collins Rector, that guy got like some minimal jail time, you know? Like, our governments are pretty lenient if you are a pedophile. Like, our governments are pretty lenient. You can get out, no problem. When's what's his name get out? It's got to be any time now. Jared Fogle. Let's get a release date. I'm not getting a release date. It's not funny, but I seen something that was funny. Jared Fogle has AIDS. Different type of AIDS. It's inside South Park joint. There, joke. Tell me when the fuck he's getting out. It can't be that hard. There's a documentary that's pretty fucked up about him. I can't believe I don't got a release date. $15 years. Fogle must serve a minimum of 13. Incarcerated. Oklahoma City. This guy's a fucking loser. Bro, tell me when this guy's fucking getting out. Like, maybe 2028's gotta be the earliest. I just don't. The internet, the basic Google, that's garbage, doesn't want to tell me. I think 2028 is at the earliest. Maybe Trump gives him a pardon. Look how crazy this is, if you can see this. It says Jared has AIDS on there. Like, why would they do that? Because of South Park? That's fucking hilarious. Okay, what's going on here? Speaking of these type of people, there's this song by R. Kelly. It's separating the art from the artist. The guy's a great singer, can't deny it. And in the song Hotel, he sings the chorus. I'll get a copyright strike or shit like that or whatever, probably, so I can't play any music on here. But if you listen to the song Hotel, I notice R. Kelly propositions women possibly the most consensual way. He's asking them. It's like, I'll give you my room key. It's on them. I don't know if he did that in real life, but in the song, his proposition sounds quite consensual. I don't know. All of the candidates in Canada are shit. I think Maxime Bernier is their best chance, but there's no chance for him to win. Pierre Poilievre, I don't support that guy at all. That guy's foreign policy sucks. I don't stand with Israel. They're doing everything we're not supposed to be doing anymore. What they're doing is something that was done like 100 years ago and before. People don't colonize countries anymore. They don't colonize a people. They don't genocide a people. We don't do that anymore. We're not supposed to be doing that. We are not supposed to be doing that. No taxpayer money should be going to funding that. Yet we do. And we support, our government supports them. Their donors do. It's all about a low emissions world. And offsetting carbon. Just a bunch of dumb shit. See what I got going on here. It really sucks that football player killed himself. Sucks that it took someone to, but it's just more people getting hurt. Shout out to Lara, I don't know how she pronounces her name, Logan. I saw her at a hearing, I was impressed. Mark Carney, bad for the people, good for his business interests. Oh man, I'm so not looking forward to Mark Carney. Oh. What is What is this? The picture of that I took a picture of. What is this? Julian Schreiner. What was I taking a picture of? Who is that? Who's Julian Schreiner? Why do I have a screenshot of that person? Oh, she got shot by the cops. That's who. That's who that is. She got shot by the cops. She used to be a call girl for the Prince of Brunei. And I hear they used to do nasty things to those girls that they fly over there. Nasty things. And then this guy from Weezer married her after she probably got her face pooped on. Allegedly. That woman's probably nasty. She has a book about she had a book about it, about being a call girl. No. Did she tell the truth? Let me see what that screenshot says. Some girls, my life in a harem. If it's not long, maybe I'll read it. And hope it's not a waste of my time. My life in a harem. Because I feel like if you tell the truth about that, they'll kill you. Now, here's the real question. Does the Prince of Brunei know Jeffrey Epstein? It seems like everyone's like once or twice removed from him. This guy seems pretty young. Who's his dad? Jeffrey. Yeah, which prince is it that I'm looking for? Oh, here it is. Jeffrey Bolkaya. He's a member of Bruneian royal family as the son of Sultan Omar Ali Saifuddin III. I feel like I've seen this guy before. Allegations suggest he maintained a harem of up to 25 women for several years. Oh, among them was the Jillian Lauren girl. Her name is Julian Schreiner. Number of accusations and lawsuits, eh? This guy just gets to do whatever he wants. From what I see, this guy gets to do whatever he wants in his life. I wonder how long that book is. We'll see. They took a lot of money from this guy. This guy's an insane person. Well, we'll leave this guy up and I'll go through this guy's life and see what he's all about. I'm sure so much illegal stuff. Because most of the world's been around for a long time. They've been doing a lot of illegal stuff for a long time. That's why they have such a normalcy with kids. So they got generations of it. I see here if the court orders Bukele to return MS-13 gang members back to the United States, he will not. An earthquake hit California today. HIV and AIDS, that's a pretty confusing one.
I've never really understood it. I'm pretty sure it doesn't work like they told it to be. Let me click this real quick. And see what result I get. When I type in (1776), a leap year, the United States Declaration of Independence. Okay, these are just the results I get. That's it. Okay. Now, that's 1776. Now, if I type in 1776 Rothschild, first thing that pops up, Mayor Amschel Rothschild. Next thing, Rothschild banking family of England. Next thing, this is nationalgeographic.com. Meet the man who started the Illuminati. Paul Salmon's Associates. Debunking the Rothschild conspiracy. Amazon.com. The Illuminati Rothschild beginning in 1776. The pyramid on the FDR. This book was written in 1798, and Robinson sent a copy to George Washington to warn him about the infection in the Masonic lodges. Oh, yeah? What nationality is this? It says I'm on Amazon.com, but this looks like it's Spanish. Proofs of a conspiracy against all the religions and governments of Europe carried on in the secret meetings of Freemasons, Illuminati, and Reading Society. John Robinson. Kessinger's rare reprints. I want this. In English. On Amazon.ca. I got 3% left on the phone. It's funny that right underneath it says the Constitution of Canada I can get for $14. This thing's $9.10 a paperback. Hardcover. $200 pages. This is cheap. $10. I'll buy this shit. And we'll see what they're saying. I'll be putting out a bunch of these within the next week. And we'll cover some shit. Deuces.